So here's the story of Sheila the Pixie and the Cherry Monster, as you just told me the whole plot, though I'd completely forgotten it.
And the cherry never found the tree.
Right.
But in the end, the cherry monster melted
I suppose so.
and turned to ice.
Oh.
But in the summer, it was free then.
Well, let me start in the beginning of the story, can I?
Yeah.
The baby goblin walked down the steps to the heart of the mountain. They were crooked, dark, slimy steps, of course.
And the baby daughter put some tatter everywhere, throwing tatter when she walked down.
She was throwing caca everywhere when she walked down, sure, to make it a bit worse. And there were just a few very smoky, oily lamps so she could see the way. And she came to the bottom, where the heart of the mountain, where the Goblin Wizard lived. And the Goblin Wizard was working on some potions. They were bubbling away. What did they sound like? That's right, farting noises. And Baby Goblin said, Goblin Wizard, I have a good idea. What's your idea, Baby Goblin? Well, you know, it's quite hard to get rid of the pixies altogether, but what about we just make their lives worse? Well, nothing against that. Got any ideas? Yes. It's cherry season. Yeah, so? Well, what about if we took all the cherries away? That would be good, but how are we supposed to do that? Well, couldn't you make some sort of, I don't know, some monster that could, do it? What, like a cherry monster? Yeah, that would be great. Oh, all right, we'll give it a try. Go. Instantly got a pot. And he said, go and get me a couple of some very old, disgusting cherries, would you? Okay. The baby goblin ran up the mountain steps, out into the forest, even though it was sunny and she had to squint in the bright light.
She had to wear a mask around her head, but in the sun there, like the goblin.
Yes, exactly. And she grabbed a couple of the oldest, most rotten cherries she could find that were lying in the mud beneath the nearest cherry tree. And she ran back to the mountains and down the steps again. Got them! Oh, okay, put them in the pot here. They threw them in the pot. And she said, well, first we'll wrap them in these old, horrible leaves. Okay. And then we've all got to spit inside the pot. That's good. Now we've got to say how much we hate pixies. Oh, pixies, I hate them. And there was an explosion and a puff of smoke came out. And then out of the smoke came a huge arm. And another huge arm. And another big arm. And another long arm.
10 arms.
Yeah, 10 arms. The monster crawled out the pot with 10 arms.
It only say cherry. That's the only word that it say.
That's right. It had 4 heads. And all the mouths said cherry. And the baby goblin said, this way, follow me. Cherry. And the cherry monster followed the baby goblin up the steps of the mountain, out into the sunshine. And the baby goblin said, look over there, there's a forest full of cherry trees. Cherry? Yes, cherries. Oh, cherry. And off the cherry monster went into the forest. And it came to the first cherry tree and jumped up. All the 10 arms grabbed all of the cherries and stuffed it into all the different mouths. And very soon there wasn't a single cherry left on the tree. And on it went through the forest looking for another cherry tree. And it found one. Very soon there were no cherries left there either. And word began to spread through the forest that there was some kind of strange creature eating all the cherries. Sheila the pixie jumped on Daisy's back and flew off to investigate.
Daisy's back.
Sorry, Rosie's back. That's right. Rosie the butterfly. And she flew along until she saw the strangest monster. 4 heads, 1, 2, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 10 arms.
They tried to put honey around.
Covered in red juice. What do they try and do?
They tried to put honey around the tree so the monster would get sucked. But that didn't work, but they did it on the floor.
Ah, I see, right, okay. So yes, she thought, maybe I can trap this monster somehow "Bees, come with me!" And the bees all carried along some honey, and they dropped honey around the next cherry tree. And the cherry monster came along, and its feet got stuck in the honey. Good, I think we've caught it. But after the cherry monster finished eating all the cherries on the tree, it just bent down and ate up all the honey. Oh no, that won't work. Soon there won't be any cherries left. That's right, said the baby goblin, who was watching from a nearby branch. Cherry, 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 said the cherries. And off the cherry monster went. And suddenly Sheila had an idea. Cherry monster. Cherry? Cherry monster, would you like to eat the biggest, juiciest cherry of all? Cherry, 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 cherry. Yes, it's wonderful, and it's so big that you could eat it all day and all night and all day and all night, and it'd still be lots left. Cherry, 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 cherry. Which meant, where is it? And Sheila said, well, it's over there. And by now, of course, it was near towards the end of the day, and the sun was going down. And when the sun goes down, sometimes it changes colour, doesn't it? What colour might it become?
Red.
That's right. There it is, said Sheila. Cherry? Yes, it's an amazing, big, juicy, tasty cherry just waiting for you. Cherry, 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 cherry! And the cherry monster ran out of the forest towards the setting sun, running through the valley and over the mountain, and was never heard from ever again.
And it didn't find a cherry.
No, it was running and running and running, but every day it would look for the cherry again, and every day when the sun was going down and turned red, it would go, cherry, and it would run